So, Celeste again. Anyway, it's supposed to show that I care more that Sofia Vergara was also around Diddy. The fact that she was in my dream, it's like we're all here. All races are associated with Diddy, but it's supposed to show that I care more that she specifically was associated with Diddy and that around these people I was only considered associated with her. And the part about the part about basically the other girl who had exposed herself as a part of my bloodline, specifically like a cousin of mine, essentially, just, I don't know, removed a little bit, but basically she had exposed herself as being a cousin of mine. When she said that she hated me, it was supposed to say that basically like she was like, I hate you so much that I can see that you're a part of my family, essentially, and I can sense exactly where you are in the family tree because I hate you to that high of a degree, even though I didn't even know her. So she was probably watching me for a long time, deciding she hated me so much that she like was essentially able to discover how far removed I was from her own family and discovered that I was a part of it because of her hatred for me so much. But she was a child, so she didn't know it would be weird to say that she essentially discovered all of that through her degree of how much she decided to hate me for no reason. She didn't have an excuse to hate me. She just made it up. I'd never seen her, you know, but she hated me so much that she found out her closest association with me and then decided she was essentially so afraid that I could contaminate some aspect of her life through the fact that I exist. She decided that was too much. So she essentially found out her closest association with me so that she, like wouldn't be like whatever's going on in her life, she was like, oh no, it could be like ruined by you existing. And that's how much she found out that how she found out I existed, was because she was like, oh my gosh, you existing is going to ruin like everything in my life. But I didn't know her. And then she was like, I hate you so much, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And then she eventually like uncovered to herself like that I was a part of her family, and then she found out, and then she asked her parents, and then she was like, is it true? And they were like, yes, you know, they were like, it's true. Like, yeah, like they told her, sure, maybe. They didn't know me, they didn't know my family. So here's the deal. If she had a parent who knew, then she and her family visually identified me as a part of their bloodline and family without ever meeting my parent or grandparent. And it wasn't her parent who had known my grandma, it was her grandma who was sisters with my grandma. And they hadn't talked in like 20, 30 years, right? Or more, like a long time, right? So she visually identified me as a part of her bloodline and was able to prove it without anybody's help. Because she hated me so much. Because she hated me to that degree. You guys don't understand how spiritual that is and how much I had to find this all out at like 8 years old that was possible. Just pure hatred was how she visually identified me as a part of her family and then knew the closest association to her bloodline and exactly who we were related through. She found out the degree of separation that we were related. I asked my parents about this, they didn't know. I asked my grandma about this, she didn't know. Like, we were never, like, there was no, oh, you're this person, I'm that person, that's so funny, we're related, we know each other. Like, there was none of that with like adults. So this little girl who was the same age visually identified me as a part of her family and then told me the exact, like, in the family tree, people in between us. Because she hated me so much that she somehow gained the ability to do that. Anyway, guys, that's what that means. That's what that means. You're gonna have to watch the other videos to get it at all, but if you wanted like a little part 3 where you actually understand anything or how any of this came to be, this is the most I have for how it happened. She hated me so much that her excessive evil eye into her own family tree to find out who I was uncovered who I actually was, because I actually was a part of her family tree. I love you guys. It doesn't really make sense, but it's very spiritual, and if you get it, then you understand why it's possible, but like, I'm lost too. I love you, bye.